Hello, Manita.
Hi Jay, how are you?
I'm good.
How
Feels like
was your-
म यस्तो गर्ने बेला यस्तो गर्छु भन्दै
How's your shoulder?
My shoulder is good. I think I'm on painkillers right now, so the pain is subsiding. And since you're here,
Can you see me okay? Are you
I'm
drowsy?
seeing you fine.
Okay.
But I might get drowsy, talking to you. I was
Don't worry, I'll try to keep the conversation fun for
us,
you.
So we've got Manita, and she started her journey as Miss Nepal Universe 2018. Ani त्यसपछि there was no looking back, and then we're always in love with her. And definitely it took me like 2 years for her time. अनि literally यसरी बसेर कुरा गर्नलाई चाहिँ I was like dying, and she saved me from dying, basically.
Wow.
And so Manita, welcome to Millennials of Nepal.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So let's talk about the body of work that you've come up with. हैन यो 2 वर्षको दौरानमा after your Miss Nepal journey, त्यसपछि the body of that work you've come up with is amazing.
Thank you.
You went on empowering women, you went on making menstruation not a taboo issue भनेर you went on to normalize things. हैन you initiated those steps. What made you like pick these subjects के हैन project you छ अनि
A lot of things actually, but menstruation was always a big factor in my life, especially because I'm a Nepali girl growing up in a Hindu household with my mom and everything. So menstruation it was a big issue for us because the practices that we have here when it comes to menstruation, it's straight up discrimination.
Right.
In my young mind, when living in America, in my young mind, my mom told me I couldn't do this or that. I was like, excuse me? What did I do? Am I a criminal?
Right.
So I was very headstrong. I was very arrogant, headstrong, and I wouldn't allow my mom to put restrictions on me. And from then on, I wasn't really a fan of our traditions when it came to how menstruating girls and women were treated. And later on in college, I found this organization called Days for Girls International, and then I started volunteering with them, learning more about how menstruation is seen around the world, how menstruation is a barrier to education for many young girls, and also for women when it comes to work, because a lot of women and girls, they miss out on days of work or days of school. So it kind of puts us back as gender. It puts us back in society. So I kind of wanted. That's the reasons I got involved.
So do you think 5 years down the line, the work that you've initiated, the work that your fellow, Miss Nepal compatriots have started, and will it result to something really significant? Like obviously you're hopeful, but do you think it'll click on the society like, yes, we've made change. Yes, this changes are happening.
Yeah, definitely. I think even now we've already made a lot of changes. Days for Girls Nepal has been in Nepal for about since 2016. So in the last 4 years, we see a drastic change, not just in Kathmandu, the city areas, but in rural areas. For example, Kalikot. Kalikot is where our Days for Girls Nepal's main pilot project happens. And the women there, as you know, a few things are a little backwards in Kalikot, but the women there are becoming more open-minded. We have mothers using menstrual cups. They imagine menstrual cup use garni Nepali mailaharu. That was a foreign concept back in the day, but now even younger girls are interested in what menstrual cups are interested in being more eco-friendly when it comes to managing their menstruation. So I've seen already a lot of changes, and I get messages from Nepali young adults, and they're like, kudos to you, and you inspired me to go the more eco-friendly route, or you inspired me to be more brave during my menstruation. So I feel like already a change is happening.
Probably the movie Padman that Akshay Kumar played made a huge impact on you as well. Did you see the movie? Because I went to see the movie.
I have a confession to make.
You have not seen
I have not, but I have watched the original Padman, his TED Talk.
TED Talk.
I've watched that, but I have not watched the video. I am a fan of Akshay Kumar.
Khanna is also there.
Okay,
He's a very good actor too.
I am a big fan of Akshay Kumar, but I have
Khanna
not.
is like me. Kumar is a bit hairy.
Okay, how about this? It's my homework. I'll go watch it.
All right, yeah. I mean, it was amazing. The movie, I mean, for a superstar to touch those subjects, was amazing. He was like on a next level. Okay, त्यो गरिराख्दा चाहिँ I felt like wow. And म पनि as in a conference sort of thing, which talked about menstruation. अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ कतिजना लेडिजहरूले चाहिँ के भन्नुभएको थियो भन्दाखेरि पसलेलाई समेत प्याडहरू किन्दाखेरि they wrap it in the newspaper and give. And I'm like, people who sell the pads are, you know, loud and proud, putting up hoarding boards and, you know, coming up with ads, bringing up actresses, spending so much on marketing and stuff. And there are people who are actually, you know, lean pani wrap up gardening, like in the newspaper. Okay? So have you experienced those things for yourself?
I don't use pads nor tampons. I'm all about eco-friendliness, so I use menstrual cups and cloth pads.
Okay.
So I've never had experience buying pads in Nepal, but maybe I should try to experiment. But I've also heard similar stories by girls when we have our conferences on menstrual hygiene that there's a little bit of stigma behind. So like pharmacists or pharmacy owners, they're a little shy in giving pads. Like just hand the pads to the girls, so they wrap it around in newspaper or brown paper bags. So I know about this, yeah.
So there's this organization called Millennials of Nepal, and a couple of years back, I did a video for them, and that actually catered to the audience, like how you should be treating girls while they are menstruating.
Ooh, okay.
Like, treating them well, treating them nice because they're feeling bloated and they are irritated. Like they are irritated because you know they're in the
a lot of hormonal changes is going on
in the body, and like that video is still on Facebook and YouTube, and I never felt like even a slightest like you know.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And
you were curious.
Yeah. I never wanted to like say like menstruation ko bhane त्यस्तो कहिले नै आएन के, and even in my home त्यो छुनु हुन्न भन्छ के हैन, छुनु हुन्न अनि this and that, but then पहिला चाहिँ एकदम strict थियो, and later on my mother बिस्तारै चाहिँ she kind of like, you know, got that thing out of the house भनौं न.
Same.
And I was also like, हामीले यस्तो बाँडेर बस्नु पर्दैन. I mean, why? हैन, let them be in the kitchen, let them do whatever they want, or let them not do whatever they want. त्यस्तो टाइममा.
Exactly. I've thought so much about this, and the only conclusion I've come up with was hygiene. Maybe back in the days, of course, no one had perfect hygiene, so that was the only reason they didn't want you near food.
Yeah.
But now, in this century, you know, hygiene, we take care of our hygiene, and as long as we're careful, we should be allowed anywhere. So I've had so many jagras with my mommy, you know, and she calls me Ratchisni.
She does to you?
Miss Ratchisni. After hitting puberty and when I started menstruating, every month like but besides my parents became more liberal. Surprisingly, my dad never said anything. It was always my mom, because you know that's how she was brought up. She was brought up in Khandbari Sankosova, and so strict on something at Pradhan. So I understood where she came from, but now it's more open and liberal in my house. I can go anywhere I want, but Puja temple is still off limits for my mom.
Yeah. That is something that against of.
Yeah, she was like, if you respect me, just do this one thing for me. I don't want anything bad to happen to you or to our family. So I was like, okay, हुन्छ. म तपाईको घरमा भएको बेलामा चाहिँ म पूजा कोठामा जादिन when I'm menstruating भन्ने मैले भन्दै उहाँलाई.
Probably sometime down the line we'll be like यस्तो केही पनि हैन, यो सबै normal हो भन्ने कुरा पनि निस्कोस् हैन.
My mom, it's very difficult to change old habits, but I'm surprised that how much of her habits she's changed. But with religion, you don't mess with religion. People, you don't believe with their religion, exactly. So I just want her to give. As a daughter, it's also my responsibility to give her peace of mind. So if she finds peace of mind knowing that, you know, I'm not in the puja kotha when I'm menstruating, then so be it.
So are you religious yourself?
I believe in a higher power. I'm definitely spiritual, but I believe in Mother Nature. There you go. That itself could be a religion. Humanism. There you go. But त्यस्तो पूजा गरेर हरे भगवान मलाई यस्तो गर्दिनु उस्तो गर्दिनु त्यस्तो गर्दिनु
भागल भन्ने चीज राखेको छ कि छैन? भागल is something like you pray to the god, यस्तो भइदियोस्, and I'll come and, you know, you bribe the god basically.
Okay, त्यो चाहिँ गर्दैन तर मैले affirmationsहरू अनि vision boardsहरू चाहिँ गर्छु आफ्नैको लागि.
Okay.
Like I pray to my spirit, like I want this, we're gonna make this happen, let's do this. You know, like for example, I want to be a billionaire, I want to be a billionaire, I'm gonna start this business.
Do you want to be a billionaire?
आफूलाई
Manita?
भन्ने.
Do you want to be a billionaire?
Why not?
I know, what's bad in that, right?
Everybody wants to be.
Yeah, exactly. But coming to think of it, Manita, there's so many things in life that you want to achieve, or I want to achieve, or all of us want to achieve. What basically prompted you to get into the pageant in Nepal? You actually like went up, like you looked forward to like कसैलाई हेरेको थियो कि and पछि गएर म यस्तो गर्छु भनेर भएको थियो कि at a young age. What was the notion that got into you?
It was actually a decision that I kind of decided. It was a very fast decision, but when I did reflection on it and I realized like, hey, this is actually a great opportunity for me to network. Because I don't want to just like be stuck in the US.
Someone who says they don't want to be stuck in the US.
No, I want to be a global citizen, a global national.
Yeah.
So I want to work here in Nepal, maybe in Europe, in the US. I want to work everywhere. I just don't want to limit myself to one country. So I needed, but I'm a newcomer here. I've only been here for 2 years. I don't know anybody here. So, well, now I do. But going to Miss Nepal and having that opportunity to network was the best decision I made in terms of starting a business here or starting anything in Nepal. So pageantry, it's an opportunity for you to network.
Okay.
And that was one of the reasons that I'm glad that I did it.
Network is your net worth, do you believe in that?
Yeah, it's who you know, especially in Nepal. Nepalमा आएर म कति people skillsहरू सिकिरहेको छु हैन. US मा चाहिँ I had people skills, but यहाँ चाहिँ you learn how to be chalak, यस्तो म त कस्तो
सोझो तरिकाले काम हुँदैन नि त प्रायः जस्तो
कति सोझो हुन्छ म त सोझो भन्दैन म कस्तो माया गर्नु हुन्थ्यो नि बल्ल बल्ल हल्का हल्का. People think like because you're bound, you're like, oh, chalu, chalak, no, hey, my parents, they're so. I'm really okay. But I don't like trick people. I just try to like be better myself.
So what was your first experience like? Okay, this trait needs to be here. Like, how do you feel about it?
This trait?
Trait as in your chalak.
People skills, networking. I mean, because here it's who you know, Nita. It's a small market, and the more people you know, the easier it is for you to work. Get projects, or especially with social work, the more people you know, the more funding you're able to, the more fundraisers and funding you're able to generate or gather. So
see, literally, I'm talking with her for the first time. I know. All right. So you're so frank and you're so honest. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to hide. There's nothing to. You're talking so clearly about networking. You're talking so clearly about funding and what gives you that secure vibe? Like sharing things actually make things easier for you. What is it like?
Yeah, I feel like someone once told me like people help those that help themselves. I let others know that, hey, I'm doing this project, and maybe they'll become interested to help me or come on board or just like connect me to someone that could potentially help me as well. I don't believe that. I have a good vision. I have a noble vision, I know, and especially with the social work with menstrual hygiene and Days for Girls, it's a noble vision, and there's nothing to be like hiding. There's nothing to hide. We're all in this together at the end of the day, and we're all working to try to make Nepal, our communities, or the world a better place. So if all of us can get on the same page, it'll be easier. So look at it. There are a
lot of people who say that I would only want to talk about it with a certain people and I'd keep things to myself.
Maybe people with low self-esteem, maybe, I guess, because they're worried that someone might take their idea, someone might like judge them or perceive them in the wrong manner. But I'm secure because I guess I have good self-esteem. I know my value, I know my worth, I know what I'm doing is good. I know I'll reach my success in my end destination soon enough, and I feel like the more I put it out in the universe, hey, I'm working on this project. Oh, excuse me, I just saw this. Let me know, I'm trying to be the more I let others know that I'm doing this, I put it out in the universe, I feel like more others are willing to help me, listen to me, bond with me. So that's the way I see it.
Like, have you ever been like questioning yourself that you could have change probably I'd be more better in terms of person? के कुराले चाहिँ like
नेपालमा चाहिँ
नेपालमा anywhere
Oh,
wherever
okay.
you are
Okay, well,
why like this trait of
there's
yours
so many things.
this trait of yours that makes you feel like yo kura change garyo भने चाहिँ like something might change for you, something good might happen.
There are a few things. I know. At first, like just now that you mentioned, I'm so easy to get along with. I'm a people person, but sometimes that can come off as being too casual. So I try to control myself. Like namaste ji, namaste sir. I'm a culture. I call everyone ji, and sometimes people might misinterpret that as being rude or.
Ji भन्दाखेरि
Well, you have a chairman and they're calling him. Your employees are calling you as a chairman, sir. And when they say G, like maybe they might.
G भनेको नि सरै त हो नेपालीमा.
I don't know, but I thought that I was too casual at the beginning, but I realized that's actually my strong point because people want to bond with you. You want to connect, you want to create connections, and that's how you create strong networks. So I just realized, okay, let it be. So that's not really my weak point. I realize now, but back in the day, I used to be insecure about that, being too casual. Now, say definitely patience. I'm not one with. I do not have good patience. Basically.
Seriously, मसँग थिएन पेशेन्स त अहिले पनि छैन.
हल्का डेभलप भइरहेछ.
बढाइरहेको छु म पनि.
तर यहाँ काम गरेपछि चाहिँ मेरो पेशेन्स डेभलप भएको है. Oh my god, यस्तो सनक्क रिस उठ्ने बानी थियो मेरो.
अझै रिसाउँदैन.
रिसाउँछु. सनक्क चाहिँ रिसाउँदैन तर रिसाउँछु तर लुकिएर रिसाउँछु. मान्छेको अगाडि चाहिँ oh you're such an idiot भन्दिनँ क्या म.
So I'm pursuing my MBA again, huh?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So G भन्ने कुरामा के so during orientation class अब मान्छेहरु त नयाँ हुन्छ नि त नामहरु ठ्याक्कै याद भइराख्दैन नि त. So I forgot one of my friends' name के अनि मलाई सरनेम चाहिँ थाहा थियो के. ओइ भनेर त त्यतिकै त्यो सरनेम त बोलाएर भन्नु I like ए सुन्नु न भट्टजी भने के अनि she was like taken aback के कसले भट्टजी भन्छ यार कलेजमा भने like अनि she's a banker के अनि I told her तिमीहरुको बैंकमा भन्दैन जी जी भनेर कुरा गर्दा झन् रेस्पेक्ट दिएर बोलिरहेछ यार तिमी किन awkward मानिरहेको भनेर के so I'm just trying to put that point these people find it awkward.
Yeah, they find it awkward too, but that's what I teach in Project U as well. Like these girls, you can't address everyone as sir and madam. Just let's try to be more professional, more adult-like, and address people as G. Or if they tell you to call them by their name, for example, when we first were interacting, I don't know if you recall, but I was like Joy G.
Oh,
which sounds so weird, Joy G.
Joy G.
So I was like, can I call you Jay? And you're like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then now we're in like first name basis. Yeah. But it's important that you call people by their name instead of just saying sir. But I'm glad that you at least attempted to put the G.
Yeah, I do. Devkota G. So is one of the common questions that are you related to Lakshmi Prasad Devkota is one of the common questions.
Definitely.
This is a very lame question. I'm just joking around. Okay? I'm just joking around.
Okay, definitely the आएको थियो. But once एउटा गाउँ he's from one गाउँ next to my गाउँ. I don't know how to say. पल्लो गाउँ, पारी गाउँ. त्यस्तै हो. तर हामी सबै गोर्खाबाट हो अनि उहाँ पनि लिटल हाई स्कुल पढ्नु भएको थियो. अनि मैले चाहिँ त्यो हाई स्कुलमा चाहिँ 1.5 वर्ष पढेको थिएँ.
Okay.
हजुर.
So you went to the US in 2005, हैन?
4.
So त्यति बेला was there any cultural difference? Did you have to face any cultural difference?
Cultural difference. The young थियो हैन. I mentioned this in my other interview too. The only time we had like a very harsh cultural difference was when we became teenagers and we wanted to go out more, enjoy more with our friends, go to the movies, during Halloween, go to the corn maze or the haunted houses, and our parents are like, it's already 7 o'clock. Excuse me? I'm like, no, I know. But when we were children, it was all fun. Cultural shocks by now. Like we were just so happy to be there because
everything was new.
Everything was new, and we went there during the holiday season. So during Halloween, we got free candy. Like it was like.
You still vividly remember the first year, huh?
Of course, I remember my childhood here in Nepal too. I vividly remember everything because there was so much emotion and excitement, and that I guess helped keep that memory vivid. Yeah. So. Going Halloween, going for trick-or-treating on our first Halloween, we wore our Nepali lenga, because we didn't really have costumes.
Okay.
So I'm a Nepali princess, I guess. And Christmas, seeing all the lights in our neighborhoods and everything. Those are really good times. Yeah.
Wow.
But the only cultural difference that we faced was having our parents allow us more freedom when we were becoming teenagers. Because I guess John, यहाँ चाहिँ के छ भने छोरी अब हुर्केको छ उसलाई घरमा राख्नुपर्छ. अब छोरा छोरा चाहिँ हुर्केको छ ऊ बाकी साथीहरुसँग जान्छ होला इट्स ओके तर छोरी चाहिँ हुर्केपछि चाहिँ घरमा राख्नु पर्यो नि त हैन बिकज टु कीप हर सेफ सो द्याट वाज द कन्सेप्ट एन्ड देन वी जस्ट झगडा गर्दा गर्दा हैन रिबेल गर्दा गर्दा राक्षसनी हुँदा हुँदा बल्ल बल्ल माई पेरेन्ट्स आर सुपर लिबरल नाउ
So, you had to go through a lot of first time experience in the pageant
oh yeah
you know in the pageant process too
yeah
because it was under a different system I know अहिले चाहिँ Miss Universe भनेर छुट्टै भयो so is it now what do you feel about it is it going to get easier for the girls or anyone who's going there
definitely in my previous agency that I was under during the pageantry during my pageantry year the main focus was a different title and most of the resources attention
you're eyeing for something else and you got like the title of everyone was eyeing for the title and
no, I was eyeing for the both Miss World and Miss Universe.
Okay.
I grew up watching Miss Universe on TV because it's an American pageant. So Miss USA, Miss Universe would always be every year Sunday ma air huन्थ्यो हैन and Sundays we have off so nothing else to do than watch TV and go to bed. So I grew up watching Miss Universe and I was like, hey, maybe it was meant to be. And I'm happy that I went to Miss Universe because of my skills and being a Nepalese American, I believe really helped me during the pageant. But here in Nepal, when I was preparing for the pageant, it was difficult because there wasn't that much support. But now, or understanding and support, because people here didn't realize how big of the title Miss Universe was. But now that Nagma Shrestha has the franchise, she's a past beauty queen who has gone through the struggle, has gone through the experience. She knows how to prepare her girls. She knows what kind of resources are needed. So I feel like the girl that's going to be becoming the next Miss Universe Nepal, she'll have an easier time because she'll have such strong guidance and she'll have support that me and Nagma Didi may not have had. So it'll be definitely easier. Now all she has to do is just show up, kinda. Basically, everything that we did, it was from scratch. We had to
prepare the deity, photos that you took, and
we have so many ideas for national costume. Our goddesses, thousands of goddesses in our Hindu culture, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Krishna Mandirma shoot gareko hai. So good.
Yeah.
I was amazed, so mehnat yaar. I mean,
Patan museum पनि गएको थियो. Ideasहरु चाहिँ आफैले लिएर परेको थियो तर you were so lost क्या. But I developed some good friends. For example, Akash Shrestha from Nepal Mode, Pasang Baini, उहाँहरुले चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै हेल्प गर्नुभयो. So, yeah.
So the process of networking actually struck to the right chords with the process
and
that you went through.
यदि
त्यति रिगर नभएको भए सायद नेटवर्किङ त्यस्तो स्ट्रङ हुन्थ्यो होला त.
But people,
maybe looking at the brighter side of things.
But some designers understand how big Miss Universe is. So उहाँहरुले पनि मलाई approach गर्नुभयो, which I'm very thankful for, right now. But other कुराहरु चाहिँ, for example, sponsorship if you have to reach out to a bank because pageantry is expensive. So sponsorship पनि गाह्रो भएको थियो.
You had to go out and market yourself. कस्तो थियो?
Market myself. So पनि फेरि restriction थियो क्या. You can't just go asking for sponsorship anywhere. There is so much restriction. But you need money for your pageant. This is a 1-year project that you're doing.
Yeah.
So I was all
the agency wasn't
a little difficult.
as supportive. कस्तो थियो?
They were doing their best from what they knew. From their past experience, they were doing their best, but I would say we have to change,
upgrade, and
adapt to the changing times.
To things.
Yeah. So I feel like they lacked in that aspect, but they're doing very well now. They're, for example, they last year long so with the pageant title that they were focused on, that title is doing really well, and I'm very happy for them.
All right.
But now since I am from the Miss Universe title, I would like to help my successors with that title to still keep that title in high.
Tell me this: Are you going to put the crown on the next winner, or what is it going to be like?
I don't know. I should ask Nagma Shrestha this.
She was already here.
What did she say?
I didn't ask her this because I thought you're the one, I know. No. Ko huncha अब तीन जना छ हैन अहिले.
तीन जना छन् तर Nagma Didi and I are out of contract, so we are free to do whatever.
Yeah.
But our sister Pradhan, she's still in contract with the previous agency, so she will not be participating.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are a lot of complications, Trisara, things with contracts and whatever. Those things can just whatever. Anyways, so तिमीलाई साथीहरु चाहिँ कतिको मन पर्छ? Do you love spending time with your friends and do you love spending time with
Ekdamai. Khas, I didn't really have that many friends, and I'm not the type of person that has multiple friends. Like 4 or 5 will do.
Yeah.
So my friends are still my Miss Nepal sisters, and a few other friends that I've made along the way.
One of your sisters, Priya Sigdal, I know pretty well. And she's very close to you, and you're very close to her. And अरूहरु पनि त्यसरी नै close हुनुहुन्छ.
Yeah, we're planning on meeting again before Dasai, so we can like play tas and everything.
दशैंको चाहिँ के प्लान छ त तिम्रो? Are you going out of Valley or?
Dasaiको लागि चाहिँ I would like to go visit my grandfather, but I'm a little worried about
the COVID thing.
COVID and lockdown. I've been trying to keep safe, so I'll probably do a PCR test and go visit my grandfather. But for the other holidays, for November and December, I'm planning on going to US.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then we can't see you here. कति महिनालाई जानला तिमी?
For like 2-3 months.
Oh, and then you'll be back.
I'll be back because I still have ongoing commitments here.
Have you got any plans to like settle in the US, Pachi, or what are your plans?
Remember what I said? I don't want to settle in the US.
Global
I want to
citizen.
settle everywhere. Like I want to have business here. I want to have work in US. My family's in the US. You know, I want to go everywhere.
Well, तिमीलाई हेर्दा यस्तो हुन थाल्यो नि त भन्दा के हो? This is never happened. This is never happened. Like I'm going like that. So, Manita, you love traveling, right?
Yes, I do.
You love traveling. You love going to the hills and the countryside of Nepal while in Nepal.
Yeah, I grew up like that. I grew up in the hills of Nepal.
Ani, what does traveling do? Manita, I love traveling myself. I have a definition for it myself. What does traveling do to you?
Fresh air, peace of mind, exploring new people, new culture. It also builds confidence, I believe. When I'm traveling alone or just exploring to new territories, like I feel more secure, I feel more stronger, more braver.
I love bike rides for me.
Yeah.
I love bike rides. I love going to
motorcycle.
Places. I love going to places. I actually made it a point during 2019 that I'm going to work and I'm going to travel and I'm going to do everything possible, which luckily I could.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, because 2020 भनेर कुरिरहेको भए चाहिँ, you know, things would have been pretty different रहेछ अहिले कोभिड को बेला. अनि traveling म पहिलेदेखि नै जान्थे बाइक राइडहरुमा. थाके तिमी? Is it getting hot?
No. I am getting a little bit hot, but I'm okay. Go ahead.
So I was like एकदमै like full on, you know, in a traveling mood, and it taught me so much, you know, while on my bike ride. Like म एक हप्ता जस्तो नै बाइक राइड, 2 हप्ता जस्तो नै बाइक राइडमा गएको थिएँ के.
And to be alone, you were alone, no?
No, I was with a friend.
Okay.
2 of us. बाइकमा चाहिँ अलिकति I thought it would be risky एक्लै मात्र. So 2 जना भयो भने चाहिँ it's going to be like fine भनेर अरूहरुलाई पनि बोलाएको थिएँ. आएन फाइन भने 2 जना बस्यो अनि हिँड्दै के. And but then do you believe in solo traveling? What is like?
Yeah, I believe in solo traveling. Yeah? I've gone to Canada for a week of solo traveling, and last year चाहिँ मैले ABC मा गएको थिएँ. But it wasn't really solo because there were so many people on the trail. So but there were moments like an hour or so I was alone in the trail in the wilderness, but that feels actually really good. Like, okay, I'm alone now. I'm not scared of being alone, and I actually enjoy that alone time. So I feel like there's so much you can learn about yourself when you travel alone.
For a strong person like you, is it very hard to find a companion who can actually walk beside you, or, you know, walk with you, or run with you?
Why are you asking this question?
I'm just asking. I like to take my chances.
What about you?
I like
Do you
to take
have a
my
hard
chances.
time finding a companion?
Me?
Oh.
I've always had a hard time finding a companion since my school life.
Really? With
Not
that
really
nice
good-looking,
skin
right?
texture and the nice smile? I doubt.
Ladies, you didn't realize during my school days, did you? But
Wow.
then, yeah, do you?
Sucks for those ladies because you've turned into a swan.
And after this, oh my god. The best compliment I've got. Look at this, Jay Pradhan, you've made it
Jokes
somewhere.
on the ladies.
Alright, so Manita, is it hard for you to, you know,
Find a companion?
Or are you already in a companionship?
I think companionship, I describe it as friendship, you know.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, friendship. First, whenever you start any relationship, start with friendship.
Yeah.
Maybe that can later on progress into a romantic relationship, but I don't believe in like straight off going into a romantic relationship because you have to establish that that trust, that respect beforehand through a friendship. So, I guess so, yeah. I do have a hard time.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a hard time with relationships, but I don't know. when you're just so focused on yourself, like you don't even notice like who's passing by, who's like giving you interest. Like, oh, were you asking me out? I didn't realize. You know, because you're just so focused on your own self and your own career.
So you're very career focused. Very.
I am not okay. I am career focused, but I'm also very focused on myself too. I don't want to use the word self-absorbed, but it's similar along those lines. I just focus on myself a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these things will definitely get into like entrepreneurship pani hola ke.
Yeah.
And it'll somewhat push you towards it. Mero producer calls it a triangle. You have to have a triangle vision.
Oh, okay.
The one we had a talk with
Anupji. Yeah.
And you have to have a triangle vision, bro. You know, he always gives me these TED talks. Prep talks, like
pep talks
or whatever.
Advices.
Yeah, advices. Usko bani nahi ho ke? Bhanirahko and I like to listen to this guy ke. Ani timro pani kasto cha triangle vision hai ho.
What does it stand for?
Vision, like
what is each point?
To something. Okay.
You're
actually getting into something.
Okay, tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, yeah.
Tunnel vision. So, I mean, that is my weakness as well. Because you're so focused on something, you neglect your family, your friends, you forget to like check in on them.
Neglect, you know. I don't want to miss out on family. I don't miss out on friends. I want to have everything.
My mom called me 2 days ago and I haven't called her back.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Why? Because I was so focused. And now focused. I will after this interview. Hi, mommy.
Listen. Like, you know, Manda, you got this lovely mustard color salwar. What is it called? Salwar?
Kurti? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the green drip, the pastel drip that goes along with it. And these things combiningly, you know, has come up with a wonderful combination of style. Okay? It makes you look elegant. It makes you look, you know, everything. That is what I mean. I mean, probably take that color as your work and take this color as your family, and you know, combine and the embroidery as friends, and you know, सबै कुरा मिलेरै राम्रो हुन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ मेरो मान्यता हो के.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
And for me, मलाई चाहिँ लाइफमा केहीमा नि मिस आउट गर्नु छैन. Not on my career, not on my friends, not on my family, not on relationship, not on anything. I like to have the best of everything.
The level 10 life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live life king size type, okay? I love it. Not in terms of money or not in terms of money or the stature
the
of that body,
in
terms of experience, bonds,
yeah.
and you know, actually बाँचेको छ life. Why not try things? Why not talk to people? And why not do things that actually excite you? I'm like that. Now that you've started following me on Instagram, and तिमीले देख्न थाल्छौ.
Few months ago.
चटक्सहरु. Jay Pradhanko चटक्सहरु देख्न. I hope you don't get overwhelmed.
I'm overthinking about whether I should continue following Jay.
No, please. You'll get entertained. You'll get thoroughly entertained.
Okay,
but that is what my life has been about. College, work, you know. मलाई फेरि एउटै ठाउँमा मात्र काम गरेर बस्नु मन लाग्दैन के. That is me, you know.
Exactly.
अहिले हामी millennials गरिरहेको छु. बिहान रेडियो भइसक्छ. अनि त्यो भन्दा अगाडि कलेज भइसक्छ. त्यस्तो पनि हुन्छ के कहिले काहीँ सिएसो. अब यो पछि अर्को ठाउँमा सुट छ के. हैन? And I go like places. I want to work with different people. I want to know different ideas. एकजनाको भिजन के छ, अर्कोको भिजन के छ.
That's why I want to share. Yeah, you want to share your experience.
साझा साथीहरुसँग बस्न मन लाग्छ because डे सिधेपछि उनीहरुले पनि त केही लिएको होला नि त दिनबाट. And you'd want to share it with friends, you know, as a के भयो ब्रो भनेर के, you know, or sister त म भन्दिन कसैलाई नि हेर, हैन.
तपाईको सिस्टर छ?
मेरो कोही पनि सिस्टर छैन.
तपाईको सिस्टर बनाउनु पर्छ.
छैन म बनाउँदिन.
Sister's best.
Alright, so that is what I feel के. I mean, you need to have everything in life जस्तो लाग्छ के. What do you think?
I agree. That's why I've been trying to juggle everything as well, because I also want that level 10 life, live like king size. What did you say? Yeah, something like that, you know? So I try to dedicate a certain time of the day to call my parents. It's difficult because of time zone, you know? So I sometimes I finally get done with my day and it's like 10 o'clock at night. Or 10 o'clock, and then I call over there, but they're at work, so it's hard, difficult managing time. But I still send them like a video message on Messenger or Viber.
So you're in contact. Kurai nabhae pani you're always in contact.
Oh my god, कुरा त भइहाल्छ नि. At least हप्तामा 2 दिन
कुरा भएको छैन भन्दाखेरि त like
2 दिन त 2 महिना त भनेको छैन नि मैले.
ओके. हुन त मेरै कहिले काहीँ घरमा हुँदै कुरा भइराख्दैन. लाइक बिहानै छोरा बाहिर राति आउने बेला 10 11 हैन त्यस्तो भइरा.
त्यस्तो पनि हुन्छ के US मा, but I still like try to, hey mom, I'm sorry I missed your voice call. I'm doing this, has a interview. So I told her, I send her a voice message. I have an interview, and then I have a dinner with my consultancy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I told them. So I try to keep them up to date what's happening. Even though I don't talk to them on the phone, I still send voice messages or video messages, and then they respond accordingly.
For a person like you who's very busy and who likes to keep herself busy and focused,
Balla busy भएको है.
oh, what happened during lockdown? How did you survive during lockdown? केही नगरिकन?
I did everything. Read some books. Watched a lot of shows. I was in Pokhara. I was in Rupakot. So I went like hiking a lot. There were dogs in the vicinity, so spent a lot of times with the dogs. Aisailu tipping. Neuro tipna gएको थिएँ म. And now I know, I'm an expert at neuro tipping, so I know the difference between pani neuro and kalo neuro.
यो न्यूरो भनेको चाहिँ के हो?
Fiddleheads. Fiddleheads say, I think there's another name in Nepali, but I just know it as neuro.
Neuro. It's a fruit. What is it like?
You don't know what neuro is?
I don't know. I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I don't know what neuro is.
Okay, के भन्छ? Neuro like के भन्छ? It's a tarkari.
Okay, tarkari.
It's a tarkari that grows on the floor. On the
ground.
On the ground,
in the soil.
बारीहरुमा
Jay soil हुन्छ अनि
बारीहरुमा grow हुन्छ. And it's usually common around springtime. So neuro is a very healthy, high nutritious साग नभनौँ तर greens, fiddleheads.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, तिमीलाई, have you made investments like a business investment anywhere? Like, do you believe in, you need to come up with something?
Business investments, say I haven't yet, but now that I've lived in Nepal for about two and a half years ago, like I've been in contact with so many different individuals with so many different kind of perspectives, and mostly people are very business minded and entrepreneurship minded. So I don't know if that's a word. Don't fact check me.
Entrepreneurial minded, entrepreneurship minded. Anyways.
And that's kind of like got the wheels in my head turning, So I have some land in Gorkha, my ancestral home, and I was thinking like maybe why not do like a farmhouse there or some kind of cute little.
So do you feel like Nepalma or Kathmanduma entrepreneur has been commercialized so much and glamorized so much? That everybody is having this notion to become an entrepreneur. Because I feel that way. Because I really feel entrepreneur is branded in such a bad manner in Kathmandu, at least, if not in Nepal. Nepal नै भनिदिन्छु ल. सबैलाई यस्तो नोसन छ कि entrepreneur हुनै पर्छ. You don't take that thing as a pressure. It comes naturally to you. Entrepreneurs are not someone who do business, they solve a problem and build a business model.
Or they create something that's already invented, but they innovate it. They become more innovative.
Yeah, I mean,
in that sense,
a problem needs to be solved. For someone who should be called as an entrepreneur. Not everyone can be a businessman or a business person, but not everyone can be an entrepreneur. And that's true. What I solely believe, and I don't believe in investing business right now. Much personally, since we are talking business. Because for a person to be into business, he or she needs to commit a certain level of time. Samay dinu paryo, and I'm not ready for it, like 24/7 samay dinalai.
You have to have like good partners, good associates before you start a major project like a business, I know. And also I believe that Nepali people, they want to secure their future because you never know like the jobs that you have, will it be there tomorrow, will that bank still be here tomorrow? Security purpose they thought like why not put my own future in my own hands. Most everyone that I met, they have something they're investing in.
I think business you have to go like heart and soul, like all in.
Not just business, but anything that you.
But since the money is involved and you're putting so much at stake, you can't just take it for granted. They're investing on you.
Definitely.
You need to make them feel like, okay, I've come of an age where you can believe me and I can actually take the family standard from this to this, or at least maintain it at this level. That is what I think.
I also believe so. You have to be very careful with the money that you have. Financial literacy the financial literacy that we have here, and myself included, it's very limited. And I just recently started learning about what managing your finance is all about, and I took this course on entrepreneurship at this new venture Manita Devkota. So they teach you about entrepreneurship, especially for women, because they want women to start working in businesses so they can generate their own income, they can take care of their family. So I did take a small course, but I'm still very new to the concept of entrepreneurship and business. Hopefully that
I've seen a lot of my friends. I'm not trying to offend them, but what I don't see is the lack of time and commitment they give to the business. Either you're all in or you're not in at all, because I don't think business moves without your attention. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like your baby.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
It's like a literal baby. Okay?
Plant baby, gotta water it. Give it sunshine.
You have to, because I'm from a business family, and I've seen my father's
Many Newars are.
Yeah. So I've seen my fathers giving all in. I've seen the rigor. Okay? Din bhanu na, rat bhanu na, they are like all in, and that is how you at least save your business even during the pandemic, even during the earthquake, even during the embargo, even during the insurgency. I've seen it all, like ekdam धेरै गाह्रो क्या, and you have to be ekdamai
always
gripping.
paying attention to what's going on in the market as well. Not just work hard, but work smarter, because you're trying to get customers with different concepts and new concepts. So नयाँ तरिकाले business गरेको tacticsहरु पनि देखाउनु पर्छ नि त. You have to evolve with the times. We keep saying that.
Yeah.
So working smarter also counts when
Do you think social entrepreneurship will take a little bit of a different kind of scene in Nepal?
Social entrepreneurship, is that similar to social enterprise?
Yeah.
Because I have to let you know, I don't really know that much about business.
Yeah.
Yes, because I already know quite a few social enterprises, and they're doing really well in the sense they're helping people, and they're getting the women or the children that they help, they're trying to empower them with skills so they themselves can start businesses later on. So New Venture is also a social enterprise, and I feel like a lot that's for a developing country and the rate that we're going at. I feel like there is a big market for social enterprises, and more youths are coming up with greater ideas to solve social issues that we have in this country.
So millennials listening, especially the urban youth, यो पालि लकडाउनमा जुन तरिकाको political awareness देखियो urban youth ma, it was pretty much like a surprise, number one for me. अनि कस्तो लाग्यो भन्दाखेरि probably we are actually standing up for something. We are actually coming out of that comfort zone from what we're actually, we've been so safe, we've been so surrounded with the guardianship of our family, and now we've come out. Did you feel like that yes, we've actually started, our generation actually have started to take a stand just about?
Definitely, the Nepalese youth here, I know. I think they're realizing that their voices matter more as time progresses. I'm sure about uहाँहरुको parents-हरुको टाइममा चाहिँ different थियो, but youths here, they're not going to keep silent. Like, okay, I don't like something, I'm going to go change it, I'm going to do something about it. That's the kind of attitude that we want to see, and that's the kind of attitude that I have, and that I want my children to have too. So they're not just sitting around waiting for things to happen to them. They're going to go out there and change things so that things become better for the future.
So you believe in change, you believe in leadership, you believe in doing something on your own, and this brings me down to this term called independence.
Independent.
Yes.
An independent millennial.
Yes. So you're here on your own in Nepal, right?
Answer.
You're living on your own, you're cooking on your own, you're doing your things on your own.
Yeah.
How hectic does the life get? What is life on your own? Because a lot of people dream about it.
So I've been on my own since the age of 18, actually. So that's the tradition in the US. After you're 18, you move out of the house, you go become an adult, you live in college or university, college. So I have experience being on my own, but granted here it's a different environment. I haven't been in Nepal since I haven't lived in Nepal since the age of 8. I've come here over time, but I'm still not familiar with the environment here or the people here. So it was a little difficult, but I'm always so adventurous, spontaneous. So I like the idea of going and discovering a new culture. And even here, even though I am Nepali, Nepal is still new to me. Even now, it's still new to me. Like, I had no idea about the Newari culture or the Newari foods, which happen to be my favorite now. So you take it as you go. You take it as you go, and new things always excite me. So independence is a must for me.
Independent भएर बसिरहेको छ भन्दा रमाइलो कुरा चाहिँ the things that does it make you more decisive?
Decisive?
Decisive for the fact that you don't get confused. You're like, okay, this is what I want. भन्ने त्यस्तो हुन्छ?
I become more of a decisive person by knowing what I want or where I want to go. Like I want to begin with the end in mind. So having an idea of what I want to achieve and having that plastered on my workstation, that kind of helps me give a sense of direction. But everyday things, I'm pretty good at deciding. But over long term, I'd say, okay, ultimately I want to end up here. So is this really a good path for me to take? So I do like talk to myself and reflect and review certain projects. Should I take it or not?
Are you an impulsive decision maker, or do you like think a lot while you take any decision?
Okay. I am both. Okay. Unlike small things, I'm impulsive. Like
what are small things for you?
Like going to eat at like some nice Newari places. I know, like okay, dum. Like yesterday, it's last night. Okay, I don't want to cook. Okay, let's go eat.
Okay.
Or going to ABC Trek was an impulsive thing, but I had always wanted to go for it, but it wasn't really planned. Moving here was kind of impulsive too. Yeah, because I wasn't sure yet, but I was like, hey, I'm in India, so let's just go. And I just came here from India, so okay. But bigger things, when it comes to my career and relationships, then I think a lot about it. Because those are the most important things. Like those are life-changing events. So you have to give them time and really kind of observe and analyze it and then make a decision. So I do overthink, but on small things I'm impulsive.
People say I overthink a lot.
My mom says that too.
The close ones to me, like, they're analytical so
yeah.
And I'm like,
it's good. At least like, hey,
it didn't work out as per my calculations. But what I think is, parents or like someone like of your age and of my age, parents get a little bit concerned for their future and so now it's time to get settled.
Tell me about it. Tell me more. I'm a female in her mid-20s, almost. I know. So tell me about it.
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. So, any pressures on you?
No pressure to get married right now, but my mom is like, you have to make a boyfriend now. Like, you need to have a long-term boyfriend. Yeah, like, hey, what was this advice when I was 18? So she wants me to like be in a relationship and ultimately marry that person.
Auntie, I'm listening to you.
Mommy. So she doesn't want me to get married right now, but she wants me to have someone or have a partner at least. Yeah.
That's so good. I mean, that's so cool. Not many parents come and say that.
My parents
get ready to like. All I've heard about is like, you need to get ready. You need to get ready. Okay, the food is here.
Well, how old are you?
I'm free.
How old am I? Do you know?
I know. You like. मैले year भन्दा हुन्छ कि हुँदैन? 96 was the year, right? So I'm like 92.
Oh, you're my sister's age.
Yeah?
She's married.
All right.
Oh, धन्यवाद थकाली.
So Trisarako Dubarmargमा रहेको यो Trisarako special.
Wow. Special.
It's all safe here, by the way. They've been sanitizing this place.
Yeah.
I love this place.
I'm sure of it.
I love the hospitality here. I love the staff
Trisara has a
here.
nice reputation.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So यहाँ चाहिँ काउली रहेछ, आलु फ्राई, tomato achar, साग. I love साग. Chicken.
You want a you?
Oh, you. Okay.
Are you dieting or something like that?
No.
Okay, that's nice.
Let's not say that in front of the camera.
I'll put in some water for you.
Oh, please, thank you. Wow. Nice.
But your dad is cool, huh? About marriage and stuff.
Yeah, he is. My parents, over time, they become very liberal, as I've said. I know, like living in America, like they're exposed to so many different cultures. It's a melting pot there, Nita. They're exposed to Latinos, Africans, Europeans, and like we bring our friends over, they talk to them, and then their perception about life, age, marriage, that's also changed over time. Okay. So I'm very thankful that they've changed, But they haven't pressured me to get married, and I told you, I'm kind of like the black sheep of the family. I don't think my parents expect me to marry.
Okay. That's nice. But look, you've always been rebellious in the family. What is it like?
Oh my god. I
अघि
told you,
सुरुमा
Ratchas
भनेको
me.
थिएँ, हो?
I am Ratchas me.
Yeah, okay.
But manle भन्नुहुन्छ, it's an endearing term, I know. I've been rebellious. I've given my dad a lot of gray hairs. I'm sure of it. I know my mom too. But at the end of the day, they know that I am.
Gray hair भन्ने कुरै हुँदैन.
I have mustache
Oh, sorry.
eyebrows. But in overtime, like we're three girls, you know,
Okay.
and maybe things would have been different here, like raising three girls all alone. Like, but in US, we've become so empowered. We've become so independent. We're standing on our own 2 feet. They believe in us wholeheartedly. And they know that wherever we are, we can take care of ourselves. Like I've been in Nepal for 2 years alone. My sisters, they've been in Spain alone. Wherever we go, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be good. They know that. So those are components, okay?
So about academics, you know, do you believe that a degree is necessary for a person?
Okay, so I believe that a degree is necessary when you are trying to first apply for the job or trying to show your credibility and your competence level. But once you actually have entered a corporation or a business, to advance in that corporation, you need to have people skills. But a degree is a must. Yeah.
So how does the food taste? Let's taste on the food.
Let's do it. I'm gonna try some dal.
Yeah. Okay.
Unsa.
Good.
Dal's good.
Good. I love Thakali, yaar.
I love pakali too.
So where's your favorite hangout place in Kathmandu? Or in Lalitpur or in the valley?
That's a good question. I like, well, I'm usually around Patan area all the time because I live there, I know.
I love Patan. I love taking strolls of Patan. Have you gone to Bahals or, you know, every Bahals?
Bahals?
Bahals are the courtyards.
Oh yes, okay, yeah. I have. I've been like in like bitra ko mandir.
त्यहाँको Bahalको.
That's how I know.
I take you for a walk.
I think you just want to take me on a date. He's been telling me he wants to show me around Kathmandu and
there's nothing
Tamil.
wrong in that. There's nothing wrong in that. Come on, I know.
It's platonic. Let's keep it platonic.
Okay. Anyways. But we are going for a walk. It's a walk.
Okay.
With the mask on. And I'll get the sanitizers too. You don't need to worry about it. I'll keep you safe.
Awesome.
And
I also
very
like...
free, by the way.
Guys, watch out. I also like the Burolin Kantha area. Sivapuri area because I like the fresh air there, the greenery there. And Vaisipati is also a nice place too.
I studied around Vaisipati. Karyabinayak थाहा छ तिमीलाई?
Karyabinayak थाहा छ, हजुर.
Yeah?
I used to live there, yeah.
Yeah, so I studied the Gyanodaya was the place.
Okay.
It's
like by Dish Home go, I know.
Huh?
It's like by Dish Home, yeah.
Dish Home mathi and then we're like तलतिर.
Okay.
And म चाहिँ त्यति बेला त्यहाँ बुङ्गुमती रातो मच्छिन्द्रनाथको मन्दिर छ के त्यहाँ.
हजुर.
That's the home. And I used to always wake up in the morning and ठ्याक्क dormitoryको झ्यालबाट I used to like, you know, take blessings from Bungumati and Kari.
As a good exam pass was Prabhu.
Every day I used to every day like बिहान उठेपछि
हजुर.
and राति सुत्नलाई I used to always thank the God for the, you know.
As a pass भयो, as a राम्रो दिन भयो.
राम्रो दिन
So
भयो.
you are religious then?
Yeah, I believe in it. I believe in God and I believe in the fact that at least hope दिनुहुन्छ. There's a hope. मलाई चाहिँ यो भ्यालीको I'm in love with the valley के खासमा. There's so much of culture, there's so much of radiant people. So अनि एकदम राम्रो के. I just feel so home. म जहाँ गए पनि I think I'll come back to Kathmandu no matter what.
Really?
I think so. I love the hustle bustle. I love the chaos.
For me, it's a little different. Because when I was here until the age of 8, I was mostly grew up in the hills of Nepal. My dad used to work as an outreach coordinator for this agricultural research center that was funded by the British government. So I spent my childhood in like Dhamkuta, Pakribas, Khadbari, Sankasova. I think they're all the same places, but in eastern Nepal. And then later on I went to Chiton and then finally Gorkha. So I just been like always out of Kathmandu, always like exploring like the Gaon life, the hills life. So this life, I'm like, my heart always belongs to the hills and the Gaons of Nepal, the countryside of Nepal.
Talking about traveling, what it made me realize is I'm a downtown guy रहेछ के.
Okay.
मलाई एकछिनलाई सुनसान मन पर्छ. But eventually I have to be in this, so, you know, hustle bustle के.
Hustle bustle.
I like the rush.
Yeah.
I love the rush.
I also like the rush, but even in US, we grew up in a suburban area, so we were never like in the main city area, just the outskirts of the city. And I found that much nicer because I like having space, open space. Like when you're living in the countryside or in the suburban areas, you have a lot of space surrounding you. You know, like here it's like all jam-packed. Sometimes like some alleyways don't even get enough sun, and that kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, or it gives me like, it's like a pet peeve. I want to have enough space, like fresh air. So I'm always craving for.
Do you love plants?
Yeah, I like plants.
Do you love pets or do you love plants?
Pets if I had the time, but plants for now. Plant bomb.
I figured out that I was not a pet person. I don't harm pets, nothing like that.
Are you allergic?
No, nothing. I think it's just too much of work.
Yeah. You're not ready for it yet.
Yeah, and it's too much commitment. You know?
Too much commitment, but you live with your family, right?
Yeah.
So,
but then since my family didn't want to look after the pet, and they said I have to look after the pet.
But you'll be surprised though, once you do get the pet, they're all gonna fall in love with it.
Yeah, but things didn't
really?
go that way.
Did you already try this?
Yeah, and I had to give the pet back to the person I took it from.
Aww.
You know, तपाईं नै राख्नुस् म सकिन मैले because I'm done on it. And since then, you know, I just found out one side of me that, oh no man, but plants ठिक छ.
Do you like cats?
Cats?
Cats are like low maintenance.
I don't hate them, but pets.
When you say pets, you don't include cats in it?
I do, but pet भन्ने बित्तिकै like my dog नै आउँछ के दिमागमा.
Okay.
I'm a dog person.
So usually like young adults, they tend to alleviate towards cats because they're low maintenance and they can just be okay by being by themselves. So you don't always have to give them attention, love. So young adults, usually they try
There's
to
a very, I don't know,
cats.
एकदम कस्तो stupid superstition about it, cats and dogs.
Yeah,
So do you know about
that's
it?
why I want to actually like adopt a black cat because like just like a, you know, it's like a FU to the people that are, that say, you know, cats are bad luck. So, whenever.
When I was traveling to Ziri in 2014, हैन म भोलिपल्ट जिरी जानु पर्ने ठ्याक्क राति I was coming back home एक दिन अगाडि
And they
and I had to
the
pack
road.
the cat crossed the road and I just went through it. I didn't give any attention to it and nothing happened.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing happened.
Speaking to you.
Nothing happened.
The cat made me meet you one.
Superstitions are sometimes you believe them, but sometimes like, you know, they're ridiculous. You shouldn't like, you know, ostracize, just hate a certain color of cats because they're associated. But I like that actually, like growing up in US, you watch a lot of horror movies during the Halloween times. So you have like marathons of Halloween movies and then cats are always included in those movies. And because of that, I actually wanted to adopt a black cat because witches always have black cats. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. If I get a cat, will I like have magic powers? For example, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know if you, but yeah. So these are, she's a witch, but she has a black cat who is her assistant.
Okay.
I was like, I want a black cat. I want an assistant. Those are like back in the days. So those kind of TV shows also kind of made me favor cats and black cats more too.
You're pretty much into tech. I was looking at your watch and I was looking at.
No, not really. I'm so behind now. I can't catch up to the new generation.
Do you have the need to upgrade yourself into tech again? And
I want to because I don't want to fall behind. You know, so especially if you're like a business owner later on, or if I want to go into tech law, I want to keep updated. And
I keep myself updated, but I'm not into getting tech each and every year.
No.
The phone I have it for the past 3.5 years. Interested like that, I mean,
I'm interested because of the camera quality, but I also haven't really gotten the newer. I think my phone is 2 years old. Yeah.
You enjoying the food? By the way, bucket list ko pura garum na.
Okay.
I saw you riding the bike.
Motorcycle?
Yeah. So,
I learned.
मजाले चलाउन सक्छु. Applied for license yet?
Banda sa, they're only doing renewals. They're only doing renewals. I've been trying to get a license for so long.
I need to get my smart license, by the way. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay, you're welcome.
I have the form still.
Oh, so you haven't really applied for it. You just have to apply.
I've already applied for it. But त्यति बेला त्यो ठेगान थिएन के कहिले आउँछ. Now the lockdown happened and everything. अब गएर चाहिँ लिन जानुपर्छ.
Okay. It takes a really long time here to get your license, eh? A year. Like I got my license.
त्यो सायद अस्ति नै आइसकेको थियो होला के. अब त्यो
A week.
इन्फर्मेसन नै आउँदैन के. एसएमएस पठाए पनि त्यो एसएमएस को आउँदैन के.
हजुर.
अनि त्यही गएर नै सोध जाऊ भनेर मलाई भन्नुभयो के एकजनाले. So अहिले चाहिँ डरले नगएको हो. It's so scary, man.
It's really crowded there, yeah.
So scary. Do you have love for like cars or bikes or okay?
Well, I've always been driving cars, but now here I've learned the scooter. I've learned how to drive, how to ride a motorcycle too, and I found that very fun. Motorcycle, especially in the country roads. As I told you, I'm more of a country person. So just like going on a bike ride in the countryside of Nepal, that's wow. I find that to be an amazing experience, a nice date option. Hey, for your future, keep that in mind.
I love countryside.
Yeah.
I love countryside. It's just that I can't stay there for so long. But yeah, I love countryside. My family has invested so much in the countryside.
Okay. You don't have to.
We go there, you know?
Okay. It's okay.
Anyways, the bucket list ma aru ke cha?
Bucket list ma, I haven't been to Europe yet, so I really want to go to Europe. I want to go to Everest Base Camp. Bucket list ma, what else? I'm trying to remember what else I have. I want to learn how to drive a stick, a manual car. I only know how to drive an automatic because that's what we learn in US. Clutch ma halka sikeko थियो during the lockdown, but I still have a hard time like when you're going uphill, like trying to change the gears.
You need to push the you need to push the
brake.
So you need to pull up the brake and then push the accelerator, get the clutch half up, get the handbrake down, and boom.
It's like so, I'm just so used to driving automatic. I've been driving for like what 10 years now, and just like the whole concept of like moving your hands around, and plus you're driving on this side, on the right side here, so you use your left side to do everything, and I'm so used to just like using my right hand for everything. Ugh.
Driving in Kathmandu is a totally different story, man. I hate driving in.
I think automatics are becoming more popular in Nepal, right?
I hate driving in Kathmandu, especially if, we're looking out for the parking space. And bikes are so good.
They're easy, convenient.
From the heart, I'm a bike, motorcycle person.
Okay, what kind of bike do you ride?
I have a trail bike, off-road kind of bike. It's like a Honda
those
XR.
are called mountain bikes, right?
Yeah, Honda XR, and I love it. I very love it. I was thinking for an upgrade, but since in Nepal, the taxation is pretty high, so I'm waiting for my dreams to get realized. I need to earn some more money, like a lot of money. Second-hand गाडी आउँछ के सानो.
Good luck.
That bike is my,
We can start a GoFundMe if you want.
हुन्छ गरौँ न.
Please support Jay.
To realize is nothing. Just a bike.
Realize is what's a new model that's been out, So like help Jay get the new model.
Please put a word out. I
think it's time for you to find a sugar mama.
To the countryside. Come on. I am good with no sugar mamas.
Okay.
Never been a sugar mama boy.
Okay, but have you been a mama's boy?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty much.
I think
concerned.
mama's boy are pretty easy to convert into sugar mama boys.
No, come on, no. Oh, but then I've never tried it. I think I should try it too. You never know.
Go for it. No, that could be in your bucket list.
I'm just no. There's nothing like that in the bucket list.
Other things that I want to do would be go to the coral reefs. To go scuba diving, which I haven't had a chance to do. And I forgot to mention this one. I really want to go about outer space. Not as an astronaut, but as a passenger. Like maybe SpaceX.
Elon Musk is coming with a plan, I know.
Yeah, Crew Dragon. SpaceX ma. Well, I'm not sure how much the tickets would be, but you know, just to like go see Earth from outside, like wow, you know, that would be my bucket list. Maybe
That's
I'll
the
get there
first
one
thing
day.
that I've heard for the first time. This is the first thing I've heard for the first time. Okay, bucket list, na? Outer space, my God. Like at least the people I've interacted with.
Oh, I'm such a like a sci-fi fan. Always grew up watching like space shows and TV shows.
Star Wars or मन पर्छ?
Star Trek. Well, yeah, I love Star Wars, but TV shows is in Star Trek.
Okay.
And then other movies that have come out about space travel, interstellar, you know. So I've always been interested in like what's up there, like trying to go out into orbit. And when I was like as a science student, when I was learning about the space war, the space race, it just made me much more interested in the topic.
I'm a big superhero movie fan. Superhero fan, basically comics, superheroes, DC, Marvels, anything.
DC, yeah, I like DC. Marvel's okay too.
एकदमै मन पर्छ मलाई.
Marvel's okay too.
Marvel's okay too.
I like
You gotta up
X-Men.
your game, but you know it's okay.
I like X-Men, from Marvels.
X-Men मन पर्छ. कुन Storm मन पर्छ तिमीलाई? Storm कि Jean Grey मन पर्छ कि?
I like Ro because she
Yeah, Ro.
can get anyone's power, and I think that's amazing. X-Men चाहिँ I started the पनि cartoonsहरुमा हेरेको थिएँ पहिला हैन. And then I mostly spend my childhood watching Batman from DC. So
क्या दामी छ Batman है?
Yeah.
No superpowers, nothing. He's the one, he's the guy. So let me know about the savings क्या?
what savings?
Savings भने कतिको important छ? Have you made any savings?
Oh, financial savings.
Yeah. म झन् बिर्सेको त्यो सोध्न.
Financial. Oh, definitely. I think we have a problem as millennials. I think we spend too much money. We might maybe have become more materialistic, but that trend is shifting to minimalism.
Okay.
Savings, गाह्रो छ, but I'm proud to say that I have saved up. But you know, I studied in the US, so we have student loans. So do you save? Do you pay off your student loans? Do you travel? Do you eat out? Do you live?
So you have to
That is the
calculate
question.
everything.
Yeah, you have to. So I've been this whole year I've been doing budgeting, and most of my expenses are on meals and entertainment. So I've been trying to cut back on that. But thank God the lockdown happened, and thank God the lockdown happened. That has helped save money. That has helped to kind of
Get your budgets right.
compile my budgets in one place and not touch it.
I've been such a budgeted guy के सधैँ. अनि म साथीहरुसँग भेट्दाखेरि पनि हामीहरु like let's split the cost. Okay, you got the because I don't drink. I don't drink. So like those who drink, हैन? उनीहरुको ड्रिङ्कको छुट्टै.
Yeah.
And म चाहिँ सधैँ त्यो हिसाब टक टक मिलाइदिन्छु अनि they get pretty okay भनेर जस्तो हुन्छ कि कहिलेकाहीँ. म के भन्छु भन्दा साथीहरुलाई हेर केटाकेटीहरु हो सुख पनि बाँड्ने हो दुःख पनि बाँड्ने हो बिल पनि बाँड्ने हो भन्छु कि. That is what I like seriously believe.
Oh.
And once you can actually talk money with your friends, you can actually start a good business with them.
Yeah.
If you start talking money and if you're not like formality धेरै गरेर राख्नु पर्दैन.
Don't shy away from it. Yeah.
हैन धेरै त्यही देख्छु के पहिला ब्रो यता उता गरे अनि पछि गएर जुन बेला खट्यो अनि यसले मेरो यति नै दिएछ नि त्यति नै दिएछ नि भन्ने हुन्छ के because you know I've seen.
Yeah, I'm also like that too. I make sure that like we're squared off, like our balance is met. Like, hey, if you owe me money, like we have this app in US, Venmo, that hey, so you just whatever payment you've done, okay, go ahead. But once you get home, you send them like a text message to the app. Hey, you owe me. You can request money from them because it's directly attached to your email, or excuse me, your bank account. So you just ask the money there. So if you don't have the confidence to talk to them in person, hey, give me that $20 I lent you. You can go through the app, like, hey.
If nothing else, I have the confidence in asking money and clearing up bills. I believe in splitting costs. किनकि एकजनालाई अनि बर्थडेज गर्ने बेला पनि I don't believe that the birthday वालाले treat दिने हैन के. It's the whole team who you know treats the person right.
That's the cultural shock I've had moving to Nepal. It's like I'm so used to being like loved and pampered during my birthday. And here you're like, you have to treat everybody. I was like, it's my birthday. Did we forget?
Yeah.
It's my special day, so you treat me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's completely opposite here.
Exactly. सबैको भार लिने हैन नि. The bills are staggering, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, कसरी through, you know.
And people are so rude. Just because another person is paying the bill, they like order the most expensive thing. They keep on ordering liquors left and right. I'm like, yeah. But
That is what I
that's
look
a
at.
difference,
That is
yeah.
what I look at, and that is what I look forward to change in my social circle at least. If not, and
It's
जसको
not
birthday
fair.
छ नि, if your friend is going like, if he or she has achieved something,
Yeah.
make the team
Yeah.
and give them the special
If-
treatment rather than taking the thing from them. Yeah.
I'll say it too, like, hey guys, I just got a paycheck, it's my treat tonight. I'll say it like that. But like for birthdays, I don't like the tradition we have here. Yeah.
We need to change that. So Manda, let's
Sure.
focus on the food. Let's wrap up this podcast now.
Did we
Or
talk
do-
about everything?
Yes, we did. See, baki se get do you want to know something?
Girl,
Do you wanna? Huh? No? Fine? Done? Okay. So, yes, this is Millennials of
Yeah.
Nepal. म उसलाई हेर्दै भरपर आउँछु यार बेला बेला के भयो मलाई यस्तो What is happening?
jadoo.
म डिजी हुन थाले जस्तो तिमीले सुरुमा भने जस्तो के So Manda, you're saying
I thought you had some questions to ask me.
Yeah, त्यो पछि हो.
Oh, Basio. Well, it was fun, Jay. Thank you for inviting me, and the food was really good too. I'm gonna, after the cameras turn off, I'm gonna really dig in, like the way I actually eat
She's gonna
thakali.
double up the whole plate, by the way.
But it was a great conversation. The topics were amazing as well, and I'm happy to share more about myself. Thank you for the opportunity.
It was a pleasure, खासमा.
Yeah.
2 years कुरेको थाहा त थाहा न 2 वर्ष कुरेको मन्दालाई त्यतिकै आएको हो in this bloody fancy Trisara, Dubarmarg, Thagale, bloody good food, beautiful lady, good skin host as per Manita.
Oh my God.
Ani, yes, as always, people, let that heart beat. For if you let it beat, it'll take you to all the wonderful places. This is me, Jay Pradhan, signing off. And before we sign off, I've got a special gift from Hills and Clouds. By the way, this t-shirt is from Hills and Clouds.
Ah.
Go get it, people. Amazing.
I like
Nepali
that.
product. So, can I have the t-shirt, please? People, Hills and Clouds, our sponsor for this
I like
episode.
it.
And this, I present it to you.
Ah.
Please wear it.
Awesome.
Please
I
flaunt
will. I will.
Right?
Thank you, Hills and Clouds, and thank you, Jay,
Thank
and
you so
thank you, Trisara, for hosting us. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.
Ciao.
Ciao.